They could do with a nice big juicy fireball. Yes. Oh, I do love fireball. That's so good. But I get up again, and you're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down.
Connor, I beg you.
Exorcism. Time to do an exorcism. I have come to fuck your shit up and fix everything. Ah, such. Well, no, he knocked me down. That's alright, we can take it. Sit down. Stop growling at me. Bad dog.
Told you.
Yeah, see, I knew he was up to something. I was saying that. A shitty axe that no one wants. I want to take this big pile of money. That's what I want to take. Oh, stop growling. That doesn't help. Strutting. That doesn't help either. Oh, a shit ton of spiders. Smack him, says Dexter. Don't worry, we gonna smack him. Been waiting for this. This completely blew my mind. I was absolutely awestruck.
If I wasn't always on the move, you and I could spend more time together. Enjoy life.
That's the wrong door. See ya, Judes. Take two. I'm stuck on the fucking stairs. That was a beast. I really liked that car.
No, why would you leave it rusting in a yard?
He's got an Australian accent. Ha! Yeah, alright, well, job done. That mystery solved on that one. No worries, thanks, man.
Game on!
Ooh, I forgot to heal. Ah.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life.
Kill a police car, right? Yeah, will. That's excuse me, guys. I just need to drive up the road with this. I'm having second thoughts.
Today you will be with me in paradise.
He's into it. Okay, well, that was more than we bargained for. Holy shit. Oh, I don't think I haven't relaxed yet. That was not a normal thing to do. Oh.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
She's got many nips all dangling in your face. Massive powers of persuasion. Now, more than ever, we must stand together and rhyme. I probably should have thought to check in there, but I am too dumb. Are you gonna kiss him? You gonna kiss him? No, no, I wouldn't advise that. No problems. We do look good in our matching armor. Oh, no, and he's off. All right, Justice is wasting no time to serve justice. Cool. And Justice, how are you faring after all of this?
This world is nothing like I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's tough being popular. I know all about that. Big stuff. Oh, man. If you crash and you upset people, police get called. I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced on this. Don't blow up that thing behind you. Let's go to the brick wall. Cement wall. There's some. Oh, can we get it over? There we go. And that's how you ride a motorcycle, ladies and gents. Hey, and right onto the road like it ain't no thing. Now watch as I detonate him with my face. Ooh. Whoa, shit, shit, shit. We are the hero. We do all things heroic.
And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
No need to mention that, Oli.
Oh, Morrigan actually helping us with the cause for once. Normally she's like not happy about helping people. Right, well that escalated. People in public. Yep, no, they definitely want to fight, so...
And sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. Poor Oli still doesn't have his parents.
Shouldn't laugh at his...
Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
Oldie man?
Is someone there?
Yes, I was asking the blind guy what to look for. You know, he thinks to know. Shut up. You know what? Yeah, still very Lord of the Rings-ish, isn't it? More titties. You want more titties? That woke Quartz up. Bring the titties. I've been bitten by this in too many other games. This is surely a trap. There we go. Beheaded her. Nice one, Alistair. Just like detonating mines. Oh, and also like Cyberpunk, I detonate the second trap with my face. What do you mean if you had failed?
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist.
Yeah, you're right, Bright. He does sound like a Khajiit. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. Maybe Zephyrin is like a wish.com Khajiit. Like the dodgy one. It's like, oh, you know, it's like the memes. Mom, we want to get Khajiit. No, we've got Khajiit at home. Khajiit at home. Zephyrin. What up, my legendary nerds? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Sorry, good evening to everyone. How we doing? Apparently Confused Human has COVID again? What the hell? You didn't get enough of it last time? Hopefully my sound is coming through okay. Again, more tweaks going on here as I've been reconfiguring some stuff. Please let me know if there's any issues. Vito, how you doing? And also welcome back, Lady Sparkle Sauce. People have been asking after you in your absence. Hopefully the Bebe sauces are doing well. Sound is good. Thank you, Vito. Always appreciate the feedback. Coolio. Tonight we're going to kick off with the Jaws of Hakkon DLC. Now first, because yesterday I was doing some prep. I was out collecting shards and other bits and pieces. So I'm just going to clear a bunch of inventory. We're going to allocate a couple of skill points, and then we're all set. Dalen, a Covism reincarnated. Very good. I will try to keep that in mind. Bugsource won't be along. No worries. Thank you for dropping in the first place. You've got 2 vaccines and 2 COVIDs. You're collecting the set, Confused Human. And Velvet Nightshade, welcome as well. Everyone's on. This is really exciting. Thank you so much for coming along. I feel very honored to have your presence here. I'm going to just try and whip through some of this. How's everyone else's days been so far? It's the start to the week. I go back to work this week. So I need to start getting my head in the game for getting back to work. Fortunately, my studio is mostly set up. I'll take some pics and share them on Discord if people are interested. I'll go from there. Sparkle Sauce, does doing your homework in relation to Chutney's neurodiverse assessment? So many forms. Ah, yes. They do love their forms. Absolutely they do. Crafting materials we don't need to get rid of. There was... These rings, I think, was going to be good for the Inquisitor that we picked up. So confused. Wakes up, gets COVID. Dude, that sucks. So sorry to hear. That is a major slap in the balls. Alright, let's put a bunch of crap into storage so that we can have our inventory ready to go. I don't have too many things here. What's taking up all these 8? It'll be upgrades. All of these lower level upgrades. Let's drop a bunch of these out. I don't think I'm going to need any of these sigils or upgrades as yet. Apparently, the Jaws of Hakkon DLC is easier in terms of combat than the Descent, and we kind of slapped the Descent relatively well with our crafted upgraded gear, so not too worried there. What we'll do is we shall drop a bunch of these blue rings, getting more and more of these purple rings and stuff, which is awesome. Belt of healing, we don't really use those. It's all staggering. It's down to 45. What else is taking up all my damn space? These are all low-level purples. They're cool that they're purples, but they're low-level because we've been clearing out other zones. That one's not bad. That one's not so great. Alright, what else we got here? Because we're not going to be using any of this stuff. We are going to be using all of our current awesome level gear. 37, that's not too bad for getting started, huh? Constitution, stamina. Nope, Ring of Doubt. Flanking damage. Enter stealth when not attacking during combat. You are a deadly threat to any enemy that can't see you coming. When you attack from stealth, you automatically critically hit. Could be useful. We might keep a hold of that. Might use that on a mage. Confused. YouTube was delaying, so he came on Twitch. Very good. I think Twitch generally has a slightly better experience for live streaming anyway. But yeah, sorry to hear that it's got some delays. You can see on my feed, it's not too bad. You can also try dragging the play bar all the way to the right on YouTube. That sometimes helps get it back on point as well. So confused human just feel sick again, like you got tonsillitis. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry, but you did pretty well in the Nationals, so that was good to see. But unfortunately, you're now paying for it with COVID again. What a drainer. Anyway, cool. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, so just chill out, confused. Watch the stream. Be nice and relaxed. Have a snack, have a beverage, something like that. All right, how are we doing for skill points to spend? I'm not sure what I want to spend my skill points on now. I think I've started dabbling into the Necromancer tree because I've got everything else and all the other trees that I want to get. Because I've got no more slots on my bar. So I'm basically been chasing passive skills. Learned. Enemies that are panicked take increased damage. What's this one? Killing enemies attract spirits increase. Yeah, let's do that. Can we get these as well? That'll do. Cool. Alrighty. Sparkle Sauce, have a strong, burny kind of spirit and murder the viral germ in your throat. Yes, gargle some whiskey or something. That'd be great. But yes, definitely hope you're feeling better soon. And Velvet switched across to Twitch as well. Yeah, sorry to hear that YouTube's acting up a bit. That's a bit of a bugger. Hopefully it gets better. Alright, back to the main hall. Let's kick off the actual action in this DLC. Writes on some gin. Delightful gin. Most excellent. Me too. run out of rum and I've run out of bourbon, so I'm on the gin also. Gargle some salt water, says Vito. For a second I misread it and I thought it said giggle. Giggle some salt water. But yes, gargling's good. So, confused, you had fun. You got second in command task but didn't win. Top 15 in the UK. I know, that's what's impressive. You got to the Nationals. So, top 15, I guess, groups in the whole of the UK. So, you've done very well, Confused Human. We're very proud of you, and thanks for sharing with us as well. If you have any pictures from the day, chuck them on too. That would be great. Now, what I want to go in here is one of these perk points I want to spend. This one, and to even... No, I've got that one. One of these perks gives us some more inventory space. That's what I was looking for. So pretty sure I don't have it yet. Studies? No. No. Where the hell is it? Schematics. Oh, well, I don't know. I feel dumb now. One of these was meant to... There's 2 perk points you can unlock which upgrade your inventory space. I've got one of them. So it's locked. I think it should be locked, though. Sterling rep, no. The rare stocks, no. Well, I'm not going to waste time. Here it is. Imperial Court Tailoring. Give me that, please. Thanks for coming. And why don't we also, I think, in the Forces category, we can further upgrade our focus for top-level focused abilities. Let's do that. We are in business, everyone. So, we are heading to... Nope, wrong side. We are heading to... Frostback Basin. This is where we go to kick off the Jaws of Hakkon. Let's crack on. I don't know what it's going to entail. I don't know what the story is. It's going to take us all of this week. So all 3 sessions this week are doing this DLC. Let's see how we go. Velvet Nightshade, you're still a noob in the Hinterlands. I can't figure out how you get back in the war room from there. You got to travel back to Skyhold if you've got that unlocked, or if you're still in the very first chapter, you got to travel to Haven. Either way, they are in the big building. So if you're at Haven, it's the big chapel building. You just sort of walk in there and there should be a door up the back. If you're in Skyhold, there's another door. It's like the second one from the throne, walking away from the throne. It's the second one on the right. Hopefully that helps. So confused, you've only got one photo of you and your cadet stuff doing the nationals, and it's getting dominoes the night before. Yeah, no worries. If you get the team photo, that would be awesome as well. Anyway, we're very proud. You've done an awesome job. Cool. All right, here we go. Investigate Frostback Basin. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Okay. Hopefully, this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. Ooh, so we're fighting some Kunari. This place is dangerous. Scale Harding. Let's go. Let's venture forth. Who are we bringing with us? As far as I'm aware, it doesn't matter who you bring. So I was going to bring our standard ass-kicking party of Sarah, Dorian, and Cassandra. I'm open to suggestions if I should be picking something else. But these are the sort of the A team that we tend to go with. And Dalen, Jaws reminds you a little about Skellige. I don't remember Skellige. That sounds familiar. Where have we gone for that? World map takes you from locations. Yes, you bring up your map and you can correct. So when you got your map up in the top left corner, there's the world map button. Witcher, thank you. Thank you. I knew I'd heard the name. Awesome. Cole confused. Always wants baby Cole. All's our dragon killing machine. I think there is a dragon to fight in this DLC at some stage, so we'll bring Cole along for that. Lyrium T, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Let's crack on. Away we go. Love that name. Lyrium T. So I'd be more of a Lyrium bourbon or Lyrium whiskey. Vito's with me, aren't you? You'd be like more of a whiskey man, am I right, Vito? Whiskey or bourbon? I'll drink anything, to be honest. Don't have high standards. All right, here we go.
Good
Rum,
to
yes!
see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
All right, Professor, why are we here? I don't even know.
Meet you. Your worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I found something incredible.
Did you?
After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Right. The last Inquisitor. Cool. Are we going to have to awaken them and fight them like we did with Cariphis in Dragon Age 2? Oh, we can say I studied Inquisitor Arimadan.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Okay. Loot sounds good.
Scout Harding, you had me at equipment.
Thought you might like that.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon.
Here we go. There's the name.
There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close.
Interesting.
We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the Basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
Okay, can we chat further?
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
We've already asked... Oh, hang on, tell me about the Basin.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
The commander would never go for it. He's too dignified.
You mean uptight? Sorry, don't tell him I said that.
Breeze?
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
Dwarves on top of Avar or Kunari. That would be hilarious. They can hold onto the horns as well. I'd be up for it. Climb aboard, Harding. I'll carry you on my shoulders. What do you think of Kenrick?
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
Alright, let's go.
We'll continue this another time.
Be careful out there.
So, Dalen, you've noticed recently that...
Is wobbly here.
Perhaps a bit wobbly instead.
What? Let me check. Sensing... Sensey... Definitely wobbly.
Adeline. Andraste, the great Andraste, her partner, her husband, Mafarath, was Avar. I didn't know that. That's interesting. That would be very interesting to see as well. Well, then the Chantry should be more welcoming of us, since we're Avar, and they've been nothing but... I don't know what the right word is. Xenophobic, somewhat? Anyway. And so, Vito, you also like a beer? So Delenn likes beer, Vito likes beer. I don't mind beer, but beer doesn't like me. It's the one thing that makes my tummy feel upset. So I drink everything else. Although sometimes if there's a nice beer, I'll sneak one in just because, you know, don't like missing out. But Velvet loves the Southern Comfort Neat. Yep, I will have that as well. Neat with ice. I'm not fussy. I'll drink all the things. I love them all. Chantry loves their drama, that they do. And they love an excuse to be, you know, judgy and stuff. Alright, we got to speak with Professor Kenrick, no D. Alright, so this way. So this is, we're still in foresty lands. Velvet prefers lager. Well, lager is not something I've gotten much into, I will admit. Well, like I say, I'll have a go at anything. Alright, what are we finding? A baffled note. A note affixed to a book entitled Sir Lothair Vernay Duret's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Ram Kenrick? Sure it could, if you had enough apples from Harding. Cool, so they've been talking to each other via notes on... things. A letter to Harding, my darling Lace. Ooh. Who's writing sweet things to our scout Harding? We're the ones who flirts with her. No one else is allowed to, right? Hope this letter finds you healthy and happy. Last week I managed to barter for the maps of Ferelden and Orlais from Hugin, the old soldier who rents the place on Mistress Johan's farm. You remember him, don't you? Quiet man, always smoking a pipe in his chair on the porch. He wasn't using the maps anymore, so I gave him some of my jam and patched his coat in exchange for them. Now, whenever you tell me of your travels, I'll be able to track where you've been. Well, she has been travelling a lot. I'm astounded, my darling, when I look at the weave of dotted trails I've already marked out on my maps. Oh, the places your feet have touched. How far you've gone, my little Lace. I am so proud of you. When I was your age, I'd only ever gone as far as Lothering. My mother never left Redcliffe. She lived and died there. Woof. And now here you are, flying so far with so much purpose. My mind can barely comprehend it, but my heart swells. I shan't take up too much of your time. I know how busy you are. I'm looking at the frostbacks on the map as I write this because I know you will likely be at your skyhold. Please make sure to dress warmly. I have included the recipe for your favorite turnip goat stew. A taste of home to stave off the cold mountain airs. Kisses and hugs from me and your father. Mother. Alright, well that's alright. That's not a flirty letter. Very good. Her parents are proud. That's awesome. That dwarf thing reminds you of D&D campaign where you were an obsidian elementalist that stood 11 feet tall and had a sprite rogue vampire on your shoulder. Damn, that's massive, Vito. No sneaking there. You're definitely going to catch everyone's attention. Usually save your whiskey for when you have the flu, Velvet. Make a hot toddy with it for bed. Out like a light. Oh, that'll work nicely as well.
You've heard about Jace.
What's going on here? Have I not read this one? How many notes do they want to have? Ah, come on. A neatly penned note. Professor Bram Kedrick. The required supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books. Books on Amaridon. I can't pronounce that. I cannot pronounce that right. Amaridon. And 3 divine age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return, you may say, I told you so in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after, so who cares? Stop making me read notes that aren't interesting. We only want to read interesting things. Look at them all. Look at all these notes here. This is bullshit. Property of Colette. Pages written neatly, painstakingly detail notes of a well-worn journal. Idle swells. No. Stop reading that. That's too much. You're bogging us down. Oh, this is about the Inquisitor. We need to read this. This is about the damn Inquisitor that we're chasing down, right? Ugh. Meriden. Thank you, Lyrium. I love getting pronunciation right, and I can't do it without the help of you all. It definitely helps. Vito, you actually still have that character sheet, and pick your coloured in for him. Oh, take a pic, put it on Discord. That'd be awesome. Okay, Inquisitor. Meriden. Inquisitor Meriden. What is known about Inquisitor Meriden would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Drakon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Nevarin Accord, their order serving as precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the Accord was signed between age 122 and 124 Divine, Meriden left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumor-mongering. Damn. Meriden did not willingly cede power. Drakon forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffer rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. Oh, okay. Meriden was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy. And he was involved in a relationship with a mysterious lady mage that the Chantry erased from history. Oh, yes, I bet the Chantry hated that. Ah, dicks. Meriden was a rowdy noble who cared more for raucous entertainment than for the Seekers. He held the position only because Drakon wanted a loyal friend commanding the Order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Meriden was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and wenching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialties as to lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Drakon, rightly acknowledged as the man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by an Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Meriden was a close friend of Drakon, and while it is certainly possible that Meriden was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Drakon would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Meriden was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Rumormongers suggesting Meriden was exiled ask us to believe that the Emperor Drakon could see no use for a powerful warrior with the years of command experience, given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time. Or a blight for 15 years, that's a long time. Of Meriden's disappearance, with the Darkspawn pouring from the Anderfels into northern Orlais in growing numbers. It is frankly absurd to suggest that Drakon would casually dispose of such a military asset. So why did they disappear then? Without further evidence, we may never know more about Meriden's departure. Nevertheless, I hope that we may eschew the currently popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some further cause. Oh, that's a big sentence with lots of big words. Yes, let's find out what's going on. So, it's unlikely that the Emperor would have disposed of him and hated him. So why did he leave? What's going on here? Alrighty. Rumor mongering. Yes, you like my accent. And Vito's character was a level 20 sorcerer, level 10 warrior, so multi-classed. That sounds pretty epic, Vito. Yeah, definitely share us your D&D character sheet for that. That'd be fantastic. Dalen, let the history of Ameridan be your guide of what will happen to us. Yep, that's why I thought we better read all the things that relate to Ameridan, because that's why we're here, right? Sparkle Sauce, you're glad to see that using a mouse to make it easy for me to read. Yes, don't let your derpness hold me back. Hack the derpness, exactly. Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's how we do it. Questions of accuracy. What is this? Is this another thing about it? Henrik, this is... I don't think I care about this, do we? Halted by the light of a most assured assets, then took from our own counsel. Oh, here we go. It is Ameridan. All right. Questions of accuracy. That ... ellipses that moved against them were halted by the light from her most assured hands. It was then that she took her own counsel in ways best not set forth here and led the party away. Did Ameridan's eyes seek hers among those assembled as he relayed the events which led them here? Led them there? If she stood among us, I did not know her, yet his hand moved slightly at his side, as my own does when my wife is near and I seek wordless comfort in the touch of her fingers. We had all heard the whispers. Did he say her name in the telling? Would he have dared? Times were different, but have they changed so much? Excerpt from the writings of Lord Bascon, first to put the page in 148 Divine. A letter follows. Kenrick, this is the precise copy. The preceding pages were lost or removed ages ago. Bascon makes no further references to this woman, although Ameridan comes up several times later on. Bascon's writing, as they pertain to Inquisitor Ameridan, are not entirely unknown, although you're unlikely to find them among Chantry records. Their validity is largely dismissed. Some have questioned whether the so-called light and counsel refer to magic or holy insight. So basically, there's something to do with Ameridan and some love interest, and obviously the Chantry doesn't like it, so they've tried to erase it and rephrase meanings of things. Dodgy bastards. And of course, Bascon wrote down his impressions many years after the fact. The author's own wife brought accuracy into question when she admitted her husband was recalling his youth in the Elysian capital through nostalgia and age-distorted memory. I believe her admission is part of the official Chantry record. Okay. Oops, careful, don't break stuff. Scandal indeed! So that's going to have something to do with it, right? There's going to be some kind of romance there that has motivated Ameridan, especially if the Chantry were being a bunch of dicks, which doesn't surprise me because they're the Chantry. Alrighty. So, love how Sparkle Sauce is speaking about me as if I'm not here. He struggles to make sense sometimes, so glad he found a way to help himself. How many of the Djinn is too many of the Djinn? I don't know. There's going to be a certain level that the Djinn is good. Like, you need it, like, there's a minimum level to hit peak performance, but then going too far might tip things over the edge. I don't know what the balance is. We'll just make it up as we go. All right, Bram Kenrick, can we please get on with something?
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Yes, she's a good scout.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Ah, so that's why he wanted old buckles. That's so bizarre.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle, but ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter, while this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Elysian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
Good puns. I love a good pun. Where's Pungin Master? He needs to hear the puns.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes. While it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
Interesting.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armorlings. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
Dracon, that's how you pronounce the name.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these Jaws of Hakkon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Side quest. All right, up to the north we go. So what is on the wall? Are you referring to this, what appears to be an alligator skin? Or some other reptile skin? Crocodilish? Is bright? Yeah, I reckon it's crocodile or some kind of similar reptile. Can Bram talk about anything else?
May I help you, Inquisitor?
Well, we can ask a bit more. Let's ask a little bit more about this professor, and then we'll crack on.
I take it you're not from Orlais originally?
No. Starkhaven. Fourth son of Lord and Lady Kenrick, destined for chantry service. Fortunately, I convinced them the university might be a fashionable alternative.
Do you know Sebastian? Prince Sebastian. We played alongside him in Dragon Age 2. He's from Starkhaven. He's now should be the ruler of Starkhaven.
How were you assigned to the Inquisition?
I study primarily the early chantry, particularly around the signing of the Navaran Accord. That was why I transferred to the University of Orlais, closer to the source than Starkhaven. Sadly, most scholars took Inquisitor Emeridon's history as settled, even with so many questions remaining. No one took my ideas seriously until your Inquisition formed. I wrote Ambassador Montpellier, and, well, here we are.
Very good.
I'd like to discuss Inquisitor Emeridon.
Of course, your predecessor. Existing historical records are contentious. Some say he was a devout Andrastian. Others suggest he cared little for religion, gaining leadership of the Seekers through Emperor Draken's friendship. He disappeared around the time the Seekers of Truth, the original Inquisition, incorporated into the newfound chantry. It's not clear why. Some say that he was tired of his responsibilities and wanted one last great dragon hunt.
Okay, yeah.
What's it like at the University of Orlais?
Oh, it's brilliant. Some of the greatest minds I've ever known. The university was always well regarded, but Empress Celine made it the envy of all Thedas. She even got them to start admitting elves. Few red noses, but it's worth it. Knowledge knows no bounds and all.
Yes,
With
go
that
the elves.
Unpleasantness with Grand Duke Gaspard done, the university is safe as a haven for knowledge.
Excellent.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
I'd still like to find out what's on that island to the southeast. We know the Inquisitor was in the area. Lady Harding mentioned Avar in the area who aren't hostile, but they wouldn't speak of the island. I mean, Scout Harding.
He's got a boner for her.
See you later.
He's got a crush on Scout Harding. Fair enough, Scout Harding's awesome. Vito has posted a picture of his epic D&D character sheet on our Arts and Craft channel on Discord. So go along and check that out. I certainly will be. We'll chuck a link into the chat as well.
Dorian, you must know.
Let me guess, because he's Tevinter.
Well, you have better insight into the Tevinter mind than anyone else here.
Darling Cassandra, Corypheus is from a Tevinter that's been dead and gone 1,000 years. Whatever nostalgic vision he's selling, it has little to do with my Tevinter. Or his followers, frankly.
Yes, he's not the same Tevinter. I don't consider Dorian a Tevinter. Tevinter are dicks. Dorian is awesome. Therefore, he's not Tevinter to me, even though that's where he came from. I've slapped the link to our Discord in the chat. It's also in the description below if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, so check that out as well. So, Dalen, what is my what's my headcanon of why your Inquisitor speaks with a British accent? To me, I think it's going to be along the lines of because we're not an orphan, but we were Talvishoth or born. I was born outside the Coon. I think our parents, in the official canon, as a Qunari, as a mage Qunari especially, but I think parents were Talvishoth or something to that effect. They weren't part of the Coon, and so wherever we landed, wherever I grew up, my character, our character, the Inquisitor here, received an education because she had magic capabilities. So she is a mage, and so as part of the education and those she was around is where she's adopted the unusual accent, considering how most Avar or Qunari speak. That's my reasoning anyway. I think it's reasonable. So, Vito, your character was almost 800 years old and had over 800 HP. What a beast. Ha! That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing, dude. That's great. Alright, so, okay, we've got a lot of areas to explore up here. Lead the charge. The Jaws of Hakkon are attacking Inquisition up here. This is where we need to go for the clues about the region. Henrik's research assistant Colette left to survey Tevinter ruins. Her findings could... Why don't we go across here? Let's see if we can head up to the camp here. Let's try and take out some Jaws of Hakkon Avar hostile dudes and take them down. Let's head across to this camp, meet up with the research assistant Colette, talk to our Avar allies, and then we'll head down to where Kenrick wants us to go and investigate. That sounds like a decent plan, right? I think there's a rift right outside here, so let's go fuck that up first. Let's get some murder time. Let's murder some evil demons. Confused human, you just got bought breakfast. That is good. Good to see someone is looking after you. You definitely deserve it. Hopefully it's delish. Hopefully it makes you feel better. Oh, there's walls in the way. I can't get to the... Yes, we can. Vito, you have 7 pages just for his spells. Dude, that character is just going to be such a boss. What rules, what D&D rule sets are you using? Because that is a lot of stuff to be pumping into one character. That's a lot of spells and abilities. I love it. What is that? A fear demon. Oh, we're going to take that bastard down first. Slap him. You're not fearing me? As in, making me fear? You can fear me, like, be afraid of me. There we go. Down.
For hating the outdoors, you really do seem to like bad weather.
What's that now?
The other day, you were outside in the rain, staring up with a grin on your face.
I smile at clouds.
Of course you do.
What? I should hunch and swear at the rain pissing off my nose? Let the weather win? I smile the freak clouds. Maybe they get tired of trying.
Are we still talking about clouds?
What?
Never mind. Drinks and insults later?
We're both buying. Then there's double.
They get along so well. Well, they're getting along well now. That's great. Alright, Save the banter for outside. Come on, focus on this. We need to do better, team. We're not focusing fire enough. We got Cassandra and Sarah have taken a bunch of damage. You guys are all over the place. We're uncoordinated. Sarah's down. What's happening here? What are these fucking despair demons? I hate these guys. And let's disrupt. Can I disrupt the rift? No, I cannot. This is not going well. Could have done better. Alright, we can do this, team. You stop casting that frost bullshit. Get down. I hate despair demons. They have this frosty laser beam. It's just horrid. Horrid. There's another one. Knock them down so they can't cast. That's it. Fire some seeking missiles. Knock them down again. No casting for you. Nope, I hit the fucking dirt. There you go, have another one. I've knocked it way off the edge. Glowy hand magic. Yeah, true. And yeah, guard's starting to come up now. I think it's because Cassandra was not taunting. Or was, sorry, not taunting, blowing the horn. And I reckon maybe that other fear demon was making her get panicked and not use her abilities. I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Rift is down. Wisp Essence. Ooh, I don't think I've seen Wisp Essence before. Oh, we can now... Ah, that was for one of our specialist quests. Cool. All right, well, we're going to fast travel back to camp now so we can recharge everything. Carry on.
Look, may I borrow it when you're done?
Of course. But if you mark the pages by
And I didn't use my glowy hand magic. I still want to save that for more worthy battles. Like a rift shouldn't require me to use glowy hand magic, or unless you meant disrupting the rift. Yes, I should have done that. Alright, so let us carry on up to here. Let's unlock the camp up here. Vito, is D&D version 3.5 if I missed a shade? Yes, I did. So your DM4 version 3.5, that's what you meant. Cool. Duly noted, thank you, sir. Alright, there's an ocularium up here. Let's have a quick look-see. So I think throughout this DLC and our playthroughs this week, we're going to be mixing exploration with main story to sort of do the whole DLC as a package. So let's see how we go. Really boring exploration stuff I will still skip and do in between streams, like boring collecting or grindy activities that arise. Need to find 2 more of these pesky. There's one. One more. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's my eyes doing that. Confused, you're trying to get into D&D, but none of your friends play. Yeah, I've never played it either. But what is going to happen for me to get into it is the Pungeon Master, one of my friends who also has a channel on Twitch. He's been wanting to do some tabletop stuff on stream. I would like to do tabletop stuff on stream, so we're going to do some collaboration later this year. We're going to team up. We're going to team up and do some D&D stuff, and I'll get an education and training doing it, and hopefully we can make some entertaining sessions. We're not sure when we're going to get to that yet, because he's just had his first little baby. So he's not even streaming at the moment, but he's going to be well occupied for the next little while, as am I. So later this year, hopefully we can make that happen. We are also wanting to do Dying Light 2 as a co-op stream also, because that game has a co-op mode. So we're looking to do that also. That'll be fun. Vito, you love D&D, but there is no one to know around the other plays. Yeah, that makes it hard. Yeah. Can't do the newer versions with the miniatures, you just love using your imagination. That's cool. Well, that's part of the fun, right? I'm happy to give any of them a go. What's going on over here? We've got some Avar fighting, have we? Hakonite
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her hold for Hakkon's glory!
For Hakkon's glory? Who's Hakkon? And why does he think you should be attacking me? That's very rude. We'll take you down, don't worry. We're gonna slap you all down, you dickheads. And there won't be any of you left for your silly cult. Oh, don't you do your spins on me. Fade cloak for the win. Love that shit. So invincible.
Jaws of Hakkon demanding your death. What do they have against us?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding division can shed some light.
Yeah, surely they should be a little bit more friendly towards us, given that I am also Avar. I'm confused. You're watching Vox Machina right now, the Critical Role YouTube series, in episode 3, but you think there was more before Vox Machina. I have not heard of this. There's more things I need to check out, more homework I need to do, is it? Sarah, what did you get hurt from? Don't shoot the nice, cute hippopotamus. Alright, let's go and set up camp this way somewhere. Oh, more horrible spiders. Ellen, you was advised against watching Critical Role. Your friend said you would get obsessed if you watched it. Well, now you're making me really interested to know and check out this Critical Role thing. It's so good, hey? Oh, and we're fighting the poor baby hippos. Oh, that one got blown. That got blown the fuck up. Damn. Alright, let's carry on up here, set up some camp. More damn spiders. It's always spiders. There we go. Pretty birds. Flowers or cockatoos. They're doing an Amazon Prime series on Vox Machina playthrough. Alright. Machina? How do you prefer to pronounce it? Alright, so there's a whole bunch more stuff up north here. We're not going to head up here yet. We want to make our way across to this camp. Let's make our way to the east to set up camp and talk to Kenrit's research assistant. Will this cave let us out the other side? That's the... Well, maybe we just follow the water. Or maybe we should go in the cave since it's here and I might forget to do it otherwise. I don't think I've done anything with all the deep mushroom that I've been collecting. What have we got? A memory saved. A faint inscription found in Frostback Basin. If this be our last together, let it end in laughter. Yeah, very good. At what cost? From an aged journal found in Frostback Basin. It still tastes strange. No matter. Several water-stained pages follow before the text resumes. We have traveled through the lands more remote than... Sorry. Have we traveled through lands more remote than these? We must have. Yet I've never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. He makes the same arguments as always, though adds a lack of demons as a point in her favor. Lack isn't absence, which I was quick to point out, so they're still encountering them, but just not as many. She called me pithy. There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avar have their mages too. The last were ill-prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part that bothers her. Oh, as always, was no help at all. Well, who's T and who's O? What the hell's going on? We push on. My head aches. The others are singing the song that we learned at the lakeside town. I forget the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. Of course, A has noticed and tells the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations after sleep. They were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and O would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things became worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows O would have died. At what cost? T asked me at once. Sorry. At what cost? T asked me that once. I said it cost nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who'd fought longer than I, but his mind had faded with age, and he could not answer. Ooh, could that be Ameridan? The point remains that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they do. We've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes this chance? And no one said it had to be forever, just until things are settled. What are they trying to do? If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me these last few days. Whatever she says to the contrary. Damn blue bottles. I did not plan this journey as well as I should. I lay trying to find constellations through the leaves. T brought me some water. She smiled. She just smiled, and there was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel somewhat better. As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell jokes. Maker, they are pathetic. But why do they make me laugh anyway? Long days behind. I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I've paid, they will be worth it. It doesn't matter. This night, safe beside a fire, the 3 of them singing that stupid song, I am content. Well, that was difficult. I made that a lot harder to read than it should have been. Ugh. These are some other journey peoples that came through. We've come out the other side of the cave, so that's fine. We want to go more easterly. Now on the eastern riverbank. Make our way to Kenrick's research assistant and set up a camp as well. Follow the river. We are wanting to get over here. Maybe we have to go north to get around. We'll see. But there's been other people that went through this area as well. And I reckon they were referring to them. They met Ameridan as well. A person who had been fighting for so long, but age has affected his memory. Sounds like the other descriptions of Ameridan. Last Inquisitor.
I must admit, Cassandra, I've never heard of these Seekers of Truth.
Why would you? They do not exist in Tevinter.
But what are they? Some manner of super Templar? Is this one of those southern secrets like proper hygiene?
Once we worked from the shadows, monitoring Templars and mages alike.
Ah, that clearly worked out well.
Your glibness does you no credit. The mage rebellion was beyond even our power to control.
Dorian would have been pro-rebellion anyway. Set that as our active quest as well. Okay, so there appears to be a whole shit ton of rocks in our way. How might we traverse over this side? Maybe we need to come back to the banks here and run along this way. Let's just explore up here for a moment. Oh, maybe we can climb over here. Path leading up. Leading upstairs. Oh, and we've got a rift. Oh, we'll fight a rift. yeah, there you are. I'll take you down. Are you going to be less problematic than the last rift? The spare demon. Fight that bastard. 2 of them. Look at him. Knock him down. Oh, nice whirly ballerina jumps, but you're still dead. Disrupt this rift. Boom, there we go. That's upset you, hasn't it? More damn despair demons. One's down. Alright, next one. There's a wraith down there. Nope, there's a despair demon over there. Shoot it with missiles! Fires the missiles! Oh. You need to be stunned. Let's see if I can fade cloak you. There you go. Problem with when I hit it with a rift rock thing, it knocks him back. Sometimes out of reach. Fire the magic missiles. Fire missiles. Hello. Okay. Rift destroyed. Path clear. Let's carry on. Let's do a save. Onwards. Considering these are called the Frostback Mountains, I thought this would be a snowy region, but it is not, or at least not yet. Right, so looks like we're going down there and crossing a river. Careful, don't hurt your ankle. Aaron made a noise for some reason. Cool. Cross the river, climb the banks, admire the levitating bird. Okay. Quiet in chat this evening, as a bit. Sometimes things be quiet, sometimes things get rowdy. We've got some friendlies and a Gurgit. I'll sort him out. Help our friends here. Done. You've entered a new level of tide and not longer responsible for your text. That's fair. Are you excited for The Witcher? When we start playing that as our next major game, Sparkle Sauce. What do you reckon? And Dolen's making some concept art for the 100 Pillars between Tevinter and Antiva. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. And you will get to travel there in Dragon Age 4. I'm hoping we get to see some Tevinter in Dragon Age 4. Surely we'd have to, right? It's the one area that we haven't seen yet in any Dragon Age game. Sparkle Sauce, you're gonna do toothbrushes so fierce you swear it'll brush your teeth right out of your skull. They'll be so clean, but non-functional. So clean. Well, we did use a fancy toothbrush in Mass Effect to break back into our ship when it was stolen. Alan, I'm looking forward to seeing more of your concept art on Discord. Sparkle Sauce, you have nerve damage in your face, and this new toothbrush confused your face nerve so much that it makes your cheeks spasm. Ha! That doesn't sound comfortable, though. Shoots the missiles. Burn these things down. Can I disrupt the rift? Let me disrupt it. Oh, boom. Yep. Weakened all of them. Oh, don't stand on the glowy bits. Which I don't know, I'm numb. You want to be, but you're scared it's going to be boring. I don't think it'll be boring. At least, so we're going to start with Witcher 1, obviously. But as we move through the series, it will get more interesting, I think. The story in The Witcher 1's pretty decent. It links in with all of the TV and book stuff, just in a just later in time. There's plenty of lore. Frosty has helped shape what we're going to be doing in our episodes, so it's going to be good. The Witcher 3 is meant to be very good. I'm excited to play that eventually. We'll play the remaster when it comes out on stream. That's a big game. That's a really well-written game, apparently, with really interesting side quests as well. So I'm looking forward to exploring that. It's not today. We've got many other games to get through first, and that should give CD Projekt Red enough time to get the game released for us. You've not watched Season 2 yet. That's okay. I mean, they operate on different timelines. But the books, thus the TV series, are prior. I think approximately 8 or 10 years prior to the games. The games follow with a gap in the middle. Can we just do Mass Effect again? Not yet, I cannot. You were hesitant with Mass Effect though as well, weren't you? And then you decided you really liked it? Hopefully you will like The Witcher. I think you'll like The Witcher more than you like Dragon Age. Because I know that you haven't quite got into Dragon Age as much. Alright, camp set up. Let's find Colette, the research assistant. Over through these rocks somewhere. Charge our potions. You're jaded, hung up, love hung up on the X. What? Oh, you like a jaded love hung up on the X. Yeah, you're still hung up on Mass Effect. Whoa, there's the, look at this, here's a sizable freaking rift. Pride Demon, get this fucker first. That one, the Despair Demon, knock him down. There we go. Get your taunt on, please, Cassandra. I need to disrupt his rift, which it's not letting me do. Ow. It's slapped. Now we can disrupt it. Stuck on this, dickhead. Boom. Throw all the magics at it. All the magic spells. Yes. Much better. Nothing else will be as good, you reckon? Mass Effect was so good, nothing else will compare. I kind of look. That's why Mass Effect is still pretty much my favorite game series of all time. But we've still got plenty of other good games to play as well. The Witcher will be good. Oh, rude! These fucking despair demons, go away! I can't disrupt this thing now. Everyone, you should be focusing on this one. You're supposed to focus on my target. Cyberpunk could have been, but the timing was off. Well, the Cyberpunk technical challenges and unfinished bits were also not great. Also, my PC at the time was not very well set up for streaming Cyberpunk. I didn't have my dual PC setup going either. At least not initially. So some of the stream quality and recording quality wasn't as good as I would have liked. Right. Loot that. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progressed towards our mission. Find Colette. We still have not progr go. Cyberpunk 2077 though, amazing story, some of the best writing I've ever encountered. I think it's the first game to really actually make me tear up. Really well done.
Be prepared. There's no telling what trouble we'll find down here.
Duly noted. We're in some creepy magical fog, are we? Confused fell asleep, which is fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
We must do something.
Been in trouble? Oh, someone's overwhelmed. We shall come to the rescue. I got him.
Still standing. That's... Oh.
Colette, you are the one we need to talk to. Let us speak.
Inquisitor.
It's an elf.
Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
Orlesian institutions aren't always accepting of elves.
So the glances and loud whispers remind me. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
Awesome. Well, I certainly hope so.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination. If you'd be interested in the findings.
We would be interested in the findings, yes.
I will.
Meet Colette at the Tevinter ruins. Alright, that's where we go. Everyone who has a soul cries when Thane dies. It would be, are you a robot test on websites instead of those stupid picture puzzles? Yes. Thane. We love Thane. He was one of the bestest. Vito makes you cry when Morden dies at the memorial for Thane. Look, I reckon I would have teared up if I was experiencing all of that for the first time. When I did play through it all the first time, I don't know, I was pretty bummed out. But yeah, no tears on stream for me playing through Mass Effect, because I knew everything that was going to happen. At least in this time round. Alright, so now we're going to go back up north here for Let's learnings. Confused, you're still on. Confused hears muffles around Thane or other aliens. And thus is reawakened. How do we get here? Do we have to go back across this way, perhaps? You get the little data pad with Morden singing at the apartment. Oh, yes. That's true. You get more Morden singing. Love Morden singing. I was absolutely giggling like a dickhead the first time I encountered the bit where Morden sings. Because I did not know that was coming. It caught me completely off guard. And it was amazing! no slap us. Whatever. There we go, that's how we do it. Good job, team. Oh, and we've got a fade-touched Gurgit. In that case, can you give me some fade-touched materials for crafting, please? Because that gives us good properties for making stuff. He's a big fella. Look at the size of him. I'm stuck. Fade cloak inside it. There we go. We have guard. We have magical shield barriers. We got this. So, Jaws of Hakkon has best level design. Knocks it out of the park for you. Awesome. Love some good level layouts. I dislike lazy level layouts, so looking forward to that. The landscape so far has been pretty cool, although I thought it might be more snowy based. I'm not complaining though. We don't really get much. I think there's only one snow region that we've been in at all, is it? Been in lots of forest areas though. There we go, that's sort of it.
Strange creature. Not like others we've seen, apart from wanting to eat us. Fascinating. I suspect it came into contact with the Fade.
This is a nice masterwork piece. On hit, gain 5 guard. That'll be great. Wanting to fight more of those. Guard, we like the guard. What is going on here? These are massive. Look at the size of them. And a Masterwork Grey Warden shield schematic. That's going to be awesome. Quick save after that. Look at the size of these weird bodies. Why are they so massive? Almost as big as Vito's D&D character. Sauce is tired. You got to speak slowly. Okay, let's journey up here. Find these Tevinter ruins. Oh, waterfall. Pretty. And we got to get all the way up there somehow. Bloody hell. Alright, well those buildings there would be the ruins we're looking for. Over this way I think was the way up. Anything else to get along the way? No, maybe let's get a bit of horsey action. Climb the hill. BioWare is looking forward to Easter with a new baby who's old enough to appreciate it now, and you're keen for sugar-flavored rainbow mess. Me too, that sounds delicious. And lots of fun. Go up here, there we go. Climb the mountain. Alright, these are looking like some fancy ruins. Let's dismount and take a closer look. Sparkle Sauce, we got to help with hiding the treasures for the baby saucers to find. Don't worry. All over that. Just got to make sure, just got to make it not too hard. Good here, a lever. This lever gonna pull these swords down to swing at us? It's like a trap. Quick save. How cool would it be if you could quick save and quick load in real life? That would be amazing.
Not happening.
Okay. Maybe we need to do something else to activate it. Let's run up around the hill and across the top here. There will be intermediate level and noob level. We can do that. We can do some intermediate egg, little Easter egg hunts. Have we married Sarah? Yes, we have. Well, as close as we can. We are in love. Our relationship will endure the test of time and test of Corypheus. How the fudge do I get over there? Looks like there's maybe an entrance there. That way? Oof. Feeling confident. Don't give me dead ends. Look out. Making me look bad. Oh, and we've got some hostile Avar as well. Knight Warrior. Can we knock him off the edge? Well, we can, but we didn't kill him. Wanted to give him a good yeeting. There we go. That's probably sorted that one. I get this one. Don't attack the friendly allies.
Warrior!
Boom. Oh, Sarah's copping a belting. There we go. Archers. Grab team archers. Oh, I want to knock this one off the edge. Oh, I can't. We up high. How is that feeling in your front there? Wasn't too bad. I didn't get the, didn't feel the intensity too much just there. So we light some veil fire. Is there going to be some glyphs or etchings on a wall nearby? They really could be anywhere. This is a very big and open area. Not feeling confident here. Maybe it was up the top side. Let's have a quick look up the top. Then give up and continue going down the hill.
You must have been driven mad in the temple,
Knew I'd hate it. Felt like choking down a peach pit, knowing it would end bad.
Sad. I would have given half a toe to see it.
Maybe you should be nicer to certain someones.
Yes, you all should be getting along. Right, so there's no glyphs here, and we came from up there, so... These stairs were leading down here. Why don't we go down and set up this camp so we can quick travel to it if we want to. Carry this torch down. But I don't think this is the way into the ruins where we were trying to go. This amazing level design is now starting to feel frustrating. Watch out for the baby hippo pig thing. Is there a way up in there? No. These trees really have engulfed the buildings, haven't they? Oof. Nature always wins. If given enough time and not disturbed. Oh, nearly made it. Death, glittery explosions. You want fireworks to be your weapon. Well, magic. Magic spells is kind of fireworksy, right? Throw a fireball. Oh, this is a big old tree platform. Ooh, how's this for a camp spot? Love it. Nice. Hey. And we've revealed some more rifts, that's fine. We still don't know how we get in here. Do we have to come in from this way, perhaps? From the northern side, maybe around here? I don't know, I'm not feeling confident in anything. We got changing party, nope, don't care about any of that. That's where I apparently put the quest marker over there. That looks like a walkway up. No other way. Oh, what have we got here? This might be a useful way to go. Let's see. Okay, how you doing, man? When are we doing Grounded Law? Still playing this game? Yeah. This is the long game. And I think this is probably the game we've spent the most time in as well. I'm looking forward to moving on to a new game, but I do want to see what happens in the story here. I do want to finish it off, and we will slap the shit out of it, because we're going to be so powered up after all this. And Grounded, yes, so you're still playing Grounded, I assume, Cookie? Did enjoy laughing at Tower, aka Pungeon Master, getting slapped by mosquitoes with what may have been a game bug.
The ancient Imperium did like to leave a mark. I wonder how long they stayed.
This must be the place Kenrick's assistant was trying to reach.
Yep, this is definitely the spot. This is where we were trying to get to. Let's find out what she has found out. Let's claim it. That's mine. I'll have that. Nigel's point. Cookie, you are well trying to get your ancient Razer Naga mouse to work. It's so old you had to download an old version of its software. Just get a new one. I had to spray contact cleaner into my mouse over the last couple of days because I couldn't... my right mouse button wasn't working properly. So I started playing some Rage 2 just for testing out my new machine and just having a bit of fun, just shooting some shit. And I couldn't aim. It wouldn't hold the button down, so I couldn't aim. So I'm like, oh, I might have to get a new mouse soon, but fortunately I've been able to revive it. Sparkle Sauce, you're off to bed. No worries. Thanks for sticking with us for as long as you could. Don't worry, everyone will pester me for good times. Scratched into the stone in an unsteady scrawl. Run if you can. Madness has filled the silence. Do not return to this place. Oof, jeez. That's Tevinter writing. Is that why the Tevinters left? Cookie, you're still waiting on the Pungeon Master return from paternity leave before we continue Grounded. Ah, noble chums waiting for teammates. That is good. I look forward to meeting said baby Pun Master as well. What is this one? The Tevinter inscription. To she who winds the skein of wisdom, we dedicate this citadel. Dragon of mystery, bestow upon your faithful servants your ineffable truth. Sorry. Grant us eyes to pierce the darkness and souls to bear the wounds of your labyrinth. Alright, so we're going down through here. Yes, this is where we're going. Confused won't let the plague win. Confused will defeat the plague once again. And then go on to do more kickassery at military cadet competitions. Go to the internationals next time. Alright, what have you found, Colette?
Inquisitor! I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
Okay. So the Tevinter may be first encountering or battling with the Avar?
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Emeriden's companions.
Oh, so Emeriden did have some chums. Okay.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Emeriden. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Emeriden's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Emeriden himself?
It's possible, but Emeriden would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Emeriden's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
Okay.
So they were close. Friends.
When Emeriden was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
They were chums, very good.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Emeriden while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Emeriden was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Emeriden.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
Turned her back on the stone, though it's said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
Well, I think any dwarf that leaves Orzammar and all their political bullshit does well. And pretty much every dwarf we come across who has either willingly or unwillingly gone and been banished or exiled to the surface is doing better up here anyway, so good on her.
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Emeriden and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Emeriden's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Orina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Emeriden's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter.
Yeah.
I might get credit on the inside cover.
You should.
Thank you, Colette.
Put in the hard work. Henrik better be honorable and not a dick about it. So we've got an operation. Appeal to the Shaperate. Okay, so that's now something on the operations table. So we're trying to track down this Emeriden. This is the whole point of the story here, right? And now we've just found out that he has had 2 epic or noble companions, and the Avar have somehow respected them or paid tribute or something. Okay, what did you fix? You fixed it, but what did you fix? Did you fix the stream? Did you break something? What does it say? The Hunt of the Fell Wolf. The runner astrode the winding road, and out of breath came she upon the bastion of the huntsman true to make her desperate plea. This is going to be... That is a long-ass poem. Meriden in dragon's hide, Harren clad in blessed steel, came forth to hear the tidings brought with so much breathless zeal. Upon the lonely moors the runner cried, a loathsome beast now dwells. As day gives way to night it strikes, in all its path it fells. 3 souls bravely led them out, the darkening moor to see. A sun slipped neath the sighting heath, the hunter's guides did flee. The moon crept o'er the heather, as the terrible cry released. In silvered light the hunters saw the arrival of the beast. Some of these ye olde language is hard to read. Favoured like a wolf it was, in size like woodman's death. Within its eyes burned eldritch fire, the fade in every breath. Swift as thought, the hunters struck. The demon wolf fell back, but mortal strength alone could not prevent the beast's attack. With one huge paw, the monstrous thing struck a Meriden the brave. Across the moor he flew and fell into a watery grave. Really? Jaws like a dragon's clamped down tight round Harren's armored chest, and with the night it sped away from moonlight to the west. No living eye was there to see from peaty swamp arise a Meriden who found himself alone neath the darkened skies. The shattered shield of Harren he found upon the moor. In grief a Meriden did his vengeance swear. The beast's head he would procure. Whilst the wolf across the moor bore Harren to its lair, a labyrinth of winding cave, any mortal should beware. By wormlight in the twisting cave, Harren bravely fought to free himself from death's own jaws before his life was naught. With blade arm free, the knight struck true into the monster's eye, and off it fled into the dark with otherworldly cry. The wounded knight in darkness found... Hang on, how does this one's all jumbled. The wounded knight in darkness found within the cavern's gloom an idol carved of fey-touched stone, which could prove the monster's doom. Meriden all alone did seek the demon wolf's fresh trail, and to the cave he came prepared, a wolf's heart to impale. Down the winding cave he sought the beast that slew his friend, and in the eerie wormlight met the beast at cavern's end. With burning blade, a Meriden and monster meet again, whilst elsewhere did Harren valiantly with demon wards contend. The demon stone was shattered, Meriden struck true. Beast and spirit both felled at once, though neither hunter knew. Now wounded and in darkness, hunters separate made their way from bottom of the cavern towards the rising light of day. And Meriden found Harren stumbling wounded from the cave, and both rejoiced to find the other yet free from the grave. As night passed into day, the two did tales of valor spin, and to this very day each claims that he alone did win. That was a hell of a story. So there was some fade-touched epic wolf that struck down and took away Harren, but Meriden went after it and fought it, stabbed it in the eye, fought it some more, and both he and Harren survived. Yay! Oh, you mouse grunt. Cookies, you fixed your mouse, of course, except you didn't. I'm doing a good job, thank you, Larry MT. Man, that was not easy to read. Holy shit. Especially when they, like, do poems that I've got to try and get the rhythm right, and they put a, ye olde, abbreviations or slurrings or, colloquialisms in there with apostrophes to replace certain sounds. Colette's notes say, a series of detailed drawings of the inscription, glass shards, and surrounding area follow a handful of neatly written notes. 2 stood, felled 60 true before our triumph, a breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders worthy of the lady's care. Inscription discovered in Tevinter ruin within Frostback Basin, not Tevinter in origin. Script style and surrounding symbolism marked text as Avar. Writing not widespread in holds. Place marked by a leader or augur. Few lowlanders known to be in the area at the time. Glass in area likely means Templar presence, long past. Samples prepared for Professor Kenrick's opinion. So it's possible that this stuff, or at least some of these monuments, were not built by the Tevinter, but by the Avar instead. Okay. I had a thought too. Hakkon. So we're fighting against the Avar that are the Jaws of Hakkon. Hakkon doesn't happen to be Ameridan and the name he's going by now, does he? The weird thing would be, Ameridan existed as the last Inquisitor centuries, nay, ages, and actual ages ago. Don't know. I wonder. Alright, so let's go down here. So Kenrick wanted us to go down to this island down down south. Let's go to the island, then we'll make our way up here to talk to the Avar. The Avar allies, the non-Jaws of Hakkon. The friendly Avar. The friendly Kunari dudes. Travel to this camp because it's close and we'll just walk on down. So, Cookie, why is it that you want to try and resurrect this old mouse? What hath inspired such action? Alright, so we've got some more of these. Are these going to be fade touched? Oh, I hope they're fade touched. Nope, they're not. Well, we have to fight them anyway, because they're going to attack us. Problem is, some of our magic spells then stray and chain onto nearby foes and aggro these bloody bogfishes, which I'd like to not fight. They're very tough. Look at the guard it's got. Oh, and there's another. The Gurgit. Let's sort that one out then. That's fixed it. Alright, back to this one. Oh, so it's your current mouse, so it's not like you've got any other options at the moment, Cookie. Heal the mouse. Heal Cookie's mouse. Find a way to get to the island. Go have a look down here. There is so much background story and lore to this whole area.
What is this? Are the fishers of Stone Bear Hole too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the Jaws of Hakkon not catch their own fish? Or are those jaws only good for flapping?
Mind your tongue, Bogwalker. Stone Bear Hold may not always shelter you, and you will need shelter when the cold winds come.
The tour is coming.
Only hot air.
When the Jaws of Hakkon rule, you will wish you had been generous. If your weak lady has not already picked your foolish bones clean.
What's going on down here? You some hostiles?
Death to the Lawlancers! Glory to Hakkon!
Right. So, not friendly. Oh, I got frozen for once. Can't have that. Not have that. Alright, troublemakers are dealt with. Who are you up here, sir? Fisherman Arvid.
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
How long have you lived in the Basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the Jaws of Hakkon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
Oh, that's no good. Let's explore around here first,
be going.
before we try and borrow a boat. I'm starting to wonder, the Jaws of Hakkon, are they descendants, or is Hakkon potentially the guy we're looking for? He maybe hates Inquisitions, and maybe that's why the Jaws of Hakkon are specifically yelling about us being an Inquisitor and how we need to go down. Mirrodin, the guy we're looking for, is he Hakkon? Or at least related to it? We'll have to find out. This is going to be interesting. Alright, can we borrow a boat, bro?
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Warn the spirits right back. We're Inquisition.
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hold and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's Rocky Heart, if you wish.
Okay, find the Avar leader. Where are we going for that? Over this direction somewhere. Alright, so be it. Ellen, there's a village up the cliff. Yep, sounds good. Also, a bag of potatoes or something here for us to loot up this ladder. What is it? Summer stone and cotton. Both things I don't really need. So, Cookies, your Naga was released in 2009. You think it would have got it not long after that? It's had a good life. Well, check this out, bro. This right here is my first ever optical mouse. This is the very first Microsoft optical mouse. I think it was released in 1999 or something ridiculous. There's no year on it that I can see. I bought it in 2000. Yeah, that thing is ancient, but it still works. It serves as my backup mouse for when I'm trying to either do PC builds or need another mouse for another machine. Put it in museum. I'm gonna keep it. It still works. I'm gonna keep it. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go up here and see if we can quickly find the shards using this ocularium. Ellen, you found some floppies when you went home last time. Well, I was cleaning up some stuff in one of my sheds at my old house, and I was actually disappointed. I had a full, I had a box that is a copy of Microsoft Office. And I think it's one of the, I don't know if it's the original version, I don't remember the version, but it's from the 90s, and it had like 30 or 40 floppy disks. So I'd kept it in my shed because I thought, well, this might be, you know, cool to have one day, just have there all the disks, all the books and everything that come with it. Except, I discovered it had been water damaged and rotted and destroyed, so I'm like, so I had to throw it out. It was cool otherwise. Don't remember where I got it from. Never used Office back then. Okay, 3 out of 4. Where's the last one? Yeah, sneaky bastard. That's my eyes. Pragmatic. Scanning. I'm assuming this is far smoother trying to do it on a controller. I'm so terrible at controller. I don't play games on controller. There it is. Got it. The shards thing is so draining. I know. Don't worry. I'm not going to go run around picking them up on stream. That's boring as hell. But I will activate an ocularium if we are able to on our way past. Go this way. Up the cliff here, you reckon? It sounds like a good place to go. Yeah, this game is very long. There's so many things to do. Confused, don't mix orange juice and milk in your stomach. It doesn't go too good. Oh, yep, I can imagine. Confused, you're supposed to be having things to make yourself feel better, not worse. This is a very beautiful spot here, though. Ah, the Serenity. We play through Fallout and Skyrim, they're going to look amazeballs with all the mods I'm planning to have stacked on.
Always making up strange stories and looking at Elysian books.
Aye, it isn't natural. Must come from learning how to read.
Can't learn how to read, it's unnatural.
Today? Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring up the forest. The gods don't like it.
Yeah, there is a lot of people stirring up the forest. Lemonade, perhaps tummy, yes.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Worries, our weapons will stay sheathed. We do not want to fight people. Where be the leader? Sorry, I will try not to barge into too many houses. What's this? Oh, a butcher. Read. Sketches found in a meat shop. A series of drawings, simple but artfully rendered, indicates that the owner of this meat shop decided to spend the day mixing alchemical potions, or, more likely, alcoholic drinks, and that people should take what they like and pay him later. Wow, there you go. What does he have to buy? Oh yeah, he's got parts like lurker scales and, oh yeah, crafting materials. That's cool. Revenant hearts. Actually, Revenant hearts, I think, are useful. We might grab those. I think they are useful for crafting some runes. Runes to slap on our weapons. Chief is at the end of the village on the road. Thank you very much. That's where we're going. On Avar cuisine. What is known into the Avar's crockpots? What is thrown into the Avar's cookpots? What isn't? Far from the delicate creams and sauces of El Rayo, all the rich pies and ripe cheeses in beloved Ferelden, the Avar must subsist on whatever their mountain valleys provide. Very good. I'm not reading that entire book.
Yeah.
Oh, we can open this cage with a nug in it. What happens? Is it going to get out? He's stuck in there anyway. These are Avar, are they? They seem... Are they tall enough? They still seem shorter than us. Are they really Avar? Are they just... the dudes? Magic time with runes. Ginger biscuit is a good nibble to ease. Oh yes, a sick tummy as well. Yes, everyone's got the remedies on. What are you chanting about?
Your climbers seem tired, Thanes. More hunting. Is your hold beast well?
We hunt as well as ever, Thane Harrison.
You would be safer under the shield of the Jaws of Hakkon.
Hask Fisherson has taken victory in sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rams to Hask, not 3.
Ha! Thedas tits.
Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies, and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold beast.
Ooh, race. We get to see the race, the rock climbing race. Ooh, cannot save. All right. Talk to the Thane.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak.
Alrighty, let's chat.
Inquisitor, I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
Are we tall even for a Kunari? We seem to be taller than all of these ones.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the Jaws of Hakkon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrofson. I wager you have crossed blades with the Jaws of Hakkon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
Why is that? Why do they hate us so much?
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakkon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
They hate us.
What do the Jaws of Hakkon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakkonites care only for Hakkon Wintersbreath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakkon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakkon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakkon.
Yes. Many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
These recent ones seem pretty foolish as well.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakkon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrofson lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
I agree.
I will speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
We still need to get her blessing to use the boat, and we've... Oh, okay, we've completed the quest to talk to the other allies. Alrighty. So what are you guys talking about? The bear. Oh yeah, the bear. Do we have to go and fight a bear, do we? Bring it on. I'm up for fighting bears. Let's do a save, and then see if we can get our blessing to use the boat.
Inquisitor?
What else can we ask about?
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakkon is battle, with blunted weapons.
Cool, so it's just plain old... trial by combat.
Those tests only prove who is faster or stronger, not who is right.
Are your lowland trials perfect? Can the wealthy or quick-witted not succeed even when their claim is weak? As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
Right, so very fair indeed then.
I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janisdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it.
Awesome.
It stank worse than goat shit, though.
That's so good. All right, give me a boat, please.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fisherman.
Bah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
Oh, and he'll just believe us, will he? Can you give me anything that might convey that you're telling the truth? That we're telling the truth?
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
What would change the weather?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Interesting. Is this the bear you guys were talking about? Storvacker. That's a hell of a name. I love it. Okay.
Do you have any members of the hold searching?
This is the way.
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hakkonites. If she were dead, the augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
What else can we do?
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, I do not know whether your people have gods, or if they can be stolen, but it is not good. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
Very good, very good. This is the way. It does sound very Mando-like, doesn't it? Wow, what the next season of Mando?
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts.
All right.
Storvacker lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
The way you asked us to help find Storvacker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred, that no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning Thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stonebear Hold?
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakkon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hakkonites were friends, they would attack us. But they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor. But the Hakkonites are tiresome.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
That's true.
You were fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvacker. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly? I will speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvacker. They may know something they have not told me.
Cool. All right. So, let us find a bear then. That sounds more interesting than exploring an island. Dorvacker. The Avar hold beast has vanished. Thane Zavara Sunhair cannot in good conscience fight the Jaws of Hakkon until the bear is returned. Speak with Avar villagers to find out where the bear might be. Let's find Storvacker, an epic bear. And hopefully not have to kill it. She does... So she does the voice of Emily in the Last of Us video game. Oh, okay. I've never played The Last of Us. But I have seen snippets, and I hear that it's very good. Thane Savara Sunhair. This appears to be an unfinished letter. The handwriting is simple, and the text has many phrases crossed out. Lowlanders, if you be brave enough to... Or Legions, if you be brave enough to... Merchants of Olay, if... To those who wish to trade with Stonebearhold, you should know me. I am Thane Zavara Sunhair. I am Thane Zavara Janesdotton, known as Sunhair. Though my blade has tasted battle tears many. Though my blade has tasted blood many. Though I have not... Wow, this is the first draft. Though I have fought many battles, I wish no conflict between us, but instead trade between our hold and yours. We have furs and leathers that put your lowland hides to shame, plus weapons that we have tasted Hakkon's winter. We have furs and leathers that will make your warriors look strong and your lovers look supple, plus weapons. We have excellent furs and leathers, and weapons like none seen in the lowlands. Trade honestly and well, and there will be good coin for all. Cheat us, and your blood will... Trade honestly and well, there will be coin for all. Thane Svara Sunhair. This is the fool's task. What lowlander would come this far for furs they have not seen? Ah, Korth. I just wrote that instead of saying it. This stupid lowland writing vexes the mind. The rest of the letter is a series of angry sketches of axes. Huh, they don't do much writing then. Cool, alright, let's find out more details about this bear, Storvacker. Let's speak to some more... Can we climb the wall? We cannot climb the wall. Let's find some villagers to talk to. That looks like it's going to take us away, so let's go around the corner here first. Up in here, perhaps. Get some clues.
Fine work.
This must be a different kind of Avar, are they? None of them have horns. Can't see if they have pointy ears.
Greetings, stranger.
Greetings. Or does Avar have a different meaning? See, they're all the same size as the humans in my team. I just mean, so these Avar are not Kunari then? I thought Avar was Kunari. You don't think Avar is Kunari? Yeah, it mustn't be. It must just be like, you know, like a type of, you know, forest dweller, or not barbarian, but like tribesman or something. We're referred to as being an Avar, so that's what I don't understand. The Augur. Ah, spiritual person. I'm taller than you as well.
So, she arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the woman who blazes like fire and mends the air.
That's a lot of not good.
What is this?
They're not harmful, I don't think.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. There. It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the north.
The hell was that? And Dylan, you don't think Avar is Kunari, they are their own race. Okay, that's cool. Why, I could have sworn that us as a Kunari keeps getting referred to as an Avar. Elandril! Maybe you can shed some light. Avar aren't Kunari, they're just different human tribe, like Germanians and Romans. Okay. Then I must have gotten things mixed up. We are not referred to as Avar, perhaps. What was that, those spirits there? What's going on?
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the watchman's bonfire.
Ah, yes.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
We did.
What are these whispers clinging to you? Less and more than spirits. They sing old hurts.
You can hear the Well of Sorrows.
An echo's echo. I've seen the last whispers of aged elf song in the Fade. What you carry is older.
It is very old. Cool. So it was referred to us time traveling at Redcliffe and the Well of Sorrows that we drank upon. That's pretty interesting. Go home, Ollie, you're drunk. No way. Da, not Avar. Oh my god. Thank you. That's the difference. Adar, yes, not Avar. Thank you, Confused Human. That was doing my head in. We are referred to as Adar, Kunari that are not part of the Kun, but Adar is the physical, biological race. Thank you. Oh my god. All right. Have some questions.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
So it sounds like their gods are spirits from the Fade.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
Aye.
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I should be off.
Farewell.
He's an interesting dude, for sure.
Be welcome.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
No,
I
we've
should
run
be
out of
off.
things to ask. Let's just ask about the bear.
Be
Storvacher.
welcome.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvacher? No. I've asked the gods, but they've seen no sign.
Oh, well, that's
I'd
not
like
helpful.
to ask something.
Then ask.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Time to speak to some other villagers then. Oh. Go to the next building, shall we? Oh.
Detection is good. Fine work.
That's the wall. I just found the fast way down. Okay, it's going to be in there up here. Let's try up here. Yes. Bing. Master of the Hunt. Are you who we need to speak to?
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Doubt you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark. And I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. Goat's piss, do I hunt?
I apologize. I was just curious.
Suppose you can't help lowlanders' manners.
Do you have any idea where Storvacker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Is that the clue we needed? It is the clue we needed. What's in here? Finn.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
How are you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boats. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
Oof, that seems painful.
You seem troubled. Is it your injury?
In part. Gida Meerdotten prepares my father's body for sky burial.
I'm sorry.
I knew it would be soon. I miss him.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Let me read here. The naming of Stone Bear Hold. It starts with a man, Ivar Jerikson. I don't care. Done enough reading so far. Right. Here to the west is where we're going. Gonna be the best way to get there. Through that tunnel behind us, I think. Yes. Let's go that way. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going on a bear hunt. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Isn't that a kid's song or something? Anyway, we are going on a bear hunt. Hopefully to find a friendly, big old, spirity, godly bear. Let's see. Gonna have to battle it to prove my worth. To subdue it. Don't know. Oh, we're gonna catch a big one. That's that's the words, yes. Don't want to catch... See, Dalen, you know what I'm talking about. What's this here? It's a shard. Bet shards another time. Another time for the shards. Oh, no, it's just up here, is it? I can hear it pinging. Is that it just here? I can hear it pinging on the rocks? No, it's all the way up there. Alright, fuck it, we'll get that another time. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Going to catch a big one. We are going to catch a big one. Make friends with it. Hopefully. It's very foggy and misty down here. Alright, what? We're in the zone now. This looks trippy. Anyone seen a giant mystical bear? Oh, recover an artifact. What artifact?
Someone's used these bones in a spell. Were the Jaws of Hakkon casting a ward?
It could be blood magic. Let's look for any more skulls.
Well, that looks like one up there. That's another little collectible quest. Delightful. This game loves its collectibles. Grabbing this one because I could see it. Seeing the loot through walls? Sure am. Now that's the search feature. It's the same thing you can do in The Witcher. You can touch your medallion and it pulses nearby things that are of interest. In this game, it's just an Inquisitor searchability.
Someone fought a beast here. It could be the Avar bear. There's no corpse. The bear must be nearby.
Explore the cave. All right. I think we may have stumbled upon where we need to go. Yes, it's like built-in wall hacks. Cookie? Good shit. It's so funny. It's actually... I've gotten so used to just pinging and just getting it to highlight things for me. I started playing Rage 2 just for a bit of fun. And I keep having the urge to ping, to hit the same button, to just ping and highlight all the things I need to pick up. Doesn't work like that. I've gotten lazy. The game's made me lazy. Totally taken it for granted. Constantly pinging. Although it would be a nightmare playing this game without it. Anything third person makes it a lot harder for searching. We've got some Veil Fire. Are we going to find a glyph in here? The last one we did not find. And what have we got here? Hakkonite Bruiser. Take down the archer first. What is that weapon you've got? Ah, come on. Fade cloak. Slap down some fire. Come on, team. Boom, fire on you. Fade rock in your face. Done. Got the Veil Fire some more in case we happen to find a glyph or something. Oh, what are you? Oh, we got more. Where did you even come from, dickhead? Mind your own business. A whole bunch of them spawning in. Got him down. Yoink. Cotton. Sounds good. Everything's dead here. Yes. Alright. Continue. Quick save and continue. Well, these are fancy ruins. Ages. Like a prison. Sarah, you're up. Open the door. What have we got? Mysteries of Frostback Basin. A voluminous pile of notes and observations, half diary, half research notes. These parchments have no clear order if they ever did. At the top, someone has written observations of the mysteries of the Frostback Basin and their hidden connection to the great secrets buried by the ages. Cool. Keep that for the codex then, shall we? Any doors here? What's in here, Sarah? Can you open this one, please, my dear? There's a little chest in there. This goes there. Yoink. And yoink. Okay, so let's try these doors at the end. Find a bit of fresh meat on the ground. Look at that. What is this? It's a loot box. Scepter of Razikal. Not bad. I shall investigate it later. That lever in a minute. Oh, there's the bear in there. Aha. You see it. There's a bear in there. And a chair as well. I'm getting so many childhood flashbacks and songs of play school and the like. 4 extra grenades. That would be handy. Yoink. Alright. Storvacker has been caged. Let's set her free. Hello. We are friendly. Now what? Play school was cool, not gonna lie. Hells yeah, it was. Hell yeah. Come on, bear. You are free. Do we just leave the cave now? You gonna come? Yes. Frosty, you've had to restart Pathfinder Rash of the Righteous. Huge bug in Act 5? What? And you didn't realize it was a bug until progressing forward on a campaign quest became impossible and the Queen disappeared. And suddenly you can't help but you think go for the eyes boo for the eyes cue me downloading Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, another CRPG that'll take lots of loading and saves coming. Brain, why you hate me? Oh, that sucks. You got so far in and you can't finish because of a bug. That is shit. Sorry to hear. That's very frustrating. This looks like the cage they may have used to trap it. Oh, look out for some incoming dickheads. Alright, let's take all these guys.
Jaws of Hakkon! Destroy them!
The sacrifice. They were going to sacrifice the bear. Oh, I think not. Even more reason for the Stone Village people to ally with us against the Jaws of Hakkon. Dickhead. They struck first. They are not going to be happy to hear about this. Tell Savar's son here that the bear is free. That we shall. No touchy the bear. I know. Protect the bear. Do a protect. Still haven't found anything. This veil fire. Like they've really upped the game of hiding the glyphs. Veil fire reveals in this DLC because we found one earlier and I couldn't find any glyphs for that one. Him again here. Sometimes you can hear them when they're nearby. Hear a shimmery sound back over here. I can't now though. Made a liar of me. So is there a glyph on a piece of stone somewhere? Oh, there's another one of those skull things we need to collect. Let's go grab that. But Frosty, on to the next CRPG, eh? It would be totally...
You're fat with it, right?
Me? Are you referring to...
Do you sleep on silk while gold shits down all over you? Are you rich?
I left all that behind. Although I do miss the gold shitting from time to time.
You really left it? Knew you weren't all bad.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's not a real Teventer. He's way better than a Teventer. Frosty, your kitty moves like she wants the lap but doesn't want to admit it. No, he can't show genuine interest and affection. Oh, there's another skull thingy there. Let's go pick that one up. Furball currently sitting on your couch's armrest next to you. Well, that's still pretty good. You see her and your lap is available. Moment you decide to get comfy. She will make her advancement upon the land of comforts. You need a break from Pathfinder. Too irritated to be back in the beginning to enjoy the game. I agree. That is ridiculous. To get 5 acts into such a detailed game, and then you've got a bug. Ugh. Is the game new? Because I haven't heard of it. It's one of the reasons I usually don't play games upon their release. I did, however, play Cyberpunk on release. But I didn't have any game-breaking bugs in it, just some of the things where things weren't finished. Lots of little around here. Still got our Veilfire. Alright, let's go back to the village and say, hey, we found your bear. Oh, there's still... And there's... I gotta search the area, though. I'm gonna do that now. Let's travel back to the village. Fast travel. Pachoo! Stone Bear Hold. So the game's not particularly new, but it's still getting patched, and they just released a DLC, and that could be why. Ooh, Hellcat is pretty good at quickly fixing bugs that break the game. Will they fix the bug so you'll be able to continue, or your game's just damaged to the point of no repair? Right, Savara, I found your magical bear.
Blood-drinking, Hackenite chicken craps. Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hackenites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the Jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
Hell yeah. And then you're not even the Oathbreakers, so you're all good.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her.
She is fine. As for what they were going to do,
I'm gonna sacrifice her.
Brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The Jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
Ix.
They wanted to send a god to destroy us. Could they wait until I'm done with the current god who wants to destroy us?
You are right to worry. This battle is not yet won. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the Lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the Lowlands is a fool's work.
Yeah, so they bind their god, which is probably a spirit of some kind, or demon, in mortal form, then boom, he's not so mystical.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the Lowlands.
Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your Lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
Yep, very wise. You know, we've got a big rift in the breach in the sky, and there's no reason to try and take over that area, is there?
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the Lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields, the gods should stay where they belong.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old Lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
Okay.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is Lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress.
Okay.
Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress.
Yeah.
Do you have
Going
any
around in
ideas?
circles.
No. It is Lowlander magic and nothing to do with us.
Quest
Our
complete.
spirit talkers are useless as fair hunting.
Okay. So, Frosty, at this point, you've said goodbye to your beloved barbarian that cleaved demons into pieces for Gorham and fun of trickery. Who's on the Trickster's mythic path. Super fun and entertaining. You're sad you won't see the end of it. I want to try a new mythic path. Quest associated. You'll try Trickster again later. That's it. Take some time out. Play a different game. Come back to it once you're refreshed and your interest is reset. Good plan. You literally turned one enemy into a plant and another one into a mirror, and on one occasion tricked a group of enemies into blowing up their friends in their fort whilst you were storming it. That's pretty good. That's some strong illusion magic. I like it. Alright, so there's a big fortress we need to bust into. Obviously, we're not going to be doing that right now. Frostback Basin. There's a whole bunch of shit to be done here. What yet lingers? So we still need to go and explore these ruins down south, right? Yes, so we'll... some quests we need to do around the hold. Though guest status has been granted, it will take some effort for Stonebear Hold to view the Inquisition as a trusted friend. Cool, this is a bit like the Dalish elves that we're trying to impress out in the Exalted Plains. Ooh, well, we're not going to do that right now. Let us go. Mysterious Island may have clues to the region's past. We don't have a lot of time left on the stream. Why don't we go and check it out? Let's go check out pop down here. I don't know how long it's going to take us, but let's investigate. Unless someone can tell me it's going to take a long time and I should save it for another time. Frosty, you've shifted, so you're curled up on your couch, and lo and behold, the kitty is now on the lap. She knows how she likes to snug. Yes. Excellent.
Nugs don't sunburn, you fool.
If they did, Arvid would have looked just like one.
I don't doubt that.
I'm standing right here.
Banter, banter. Give us your boat, please.
Yeah?
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stonebear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
I hope we come back alive too. And hello to Midnight Rose. Thank you for dropping in. Where are we going? We're going on the boat. We've gone on a bear hunt. We found the bear. Now we're going on a island exploration. Give us the boat. Row the boat. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. But a dream, I think.
I hate this island. Stinks of dog and blight and just sad. How does it smell? Sad.
Your mind is being influenced by the spirits here. They're drawing sorrow from you like you draw water from a well.
Make them stop. It's my head, demons. You're not invited.
Yeah, get out of Sarah's head. Oh. We can probably stop carrying this veil fire. Okay, chuck it on the ground. Alright, so on a creepy ass island, are we? What have we got here? Meriden. They're calling out to... The ghosts and spirits are calling out to a Meriden. That's who we're looking for!
No, without.
Very trippy. Read the notes. Letter found near many corpses. The barbarians are afraid to go to this island. I can see why, with all the spirits, but it's completely safe. I was out there myself for a good half hour and the spirits never bothered me. Steal one of the Avar boats and set up a camp. This route will bypass all the taxes, and with Avar and spirits all around, nobody in their right mind will track us here. I know how you feel about demons, but trust me, this is completely safe. Peaceful, even. All you have to do is relax on that island and wait for the goods to come your way. It's completely safe. These dead people here might imply that it's not completely safe. There's their boat, which looks like it's been there for yonks. Wonder what happened.
Sleep. I need to. I must find you.
Vito, you got to get some sleep and nodding off. So have a great night. No worries. Thanks for coming along, Vito. Really appreciate you coming along here. For anyone who may be interested, check out Big Vito's channel on Twitch. He plays a lot of farming simulator stuff, which is very soothing and peaceful to watch. He also does various racing like NASCAR and sometimes Euro Truck Simulator and sometimes RPGs like Mass Effect and stuff. Check out his channel. He's also a Patreon sponsor. What a legend. Thanks, Vito. Hope you have a good day. Slash, you know, night, because you tend to sleep during the day. How's...
Shivers right up in there. Not living and not right.
That's been alright, Rose. How's Jaws of Hakkon so far? It's fine. It's a lot to get started. There's lots of story and background information to listen to. Lots of shit to take in at the start. Alright, we're looking for a Meridan. Cool. Why do we care? Because reasons. Okay, who was he? He was the last Inquisitor. He should not have been banished by the Emperor Drakon at the time. So what's the deal? Why did he vanish? Okay, I'm semi-interested now, I guess. But it's interesting dealing with the Avar and the actual Jaws of Hakkon, the hostile Avar in the area. They really dislike Inquisition forces and the Inquisitor. They call us out by name and want to take us down whenever we go near them. We always slap them around and put them in their place. Oh, creepy. But I can't help wondering if Meridan is tied to the Jaws of Hakkon somehow. Why do the, you know, Hakkon being their god figure as well, spiritual god figure, can't help wonder if Meridan's tied to it, and whether, because he left the Inquisition, or when he ceded power, does he have a grudge against Inquisitions? Is that why they hate us? Maybe they just hate everyone because they fight everyone else around here? I don't know. Ooh. Open Fade Rift. Is that wise? Well, the veil is very thin here because there are spirits walking around. Might be hearing whispers. I love the sound of die in this game. It's so good. Alright, oh, there's a book in there.
We should deal with the rift. This area will not be stable until it is gone.
Okay, so we open it, kill it, and just close it. Is that how it works? Unfallen Shack. Many explorers in ancient ruins report finding homes, furniture, or even tools that look a few years old at most. Before the more learned study of spirits and the fade made available by the circles, scholars often assumed that such structures must be new contamination of an older site, leading to much misinformation and misunderstanding regarding the movement of various peoples in ancient Tevinter and even earlier. Our brothers and sisters in the circles of Magi have given us a more likely answer. In areas where the veil is thin, spirits engrossed by a particular event may endeavor to preserve the feeling of the area by preserving, in their own imperfect way, some or all of the area itself. The hut of a legendary apostate may appear to have been abandoned for a few decades with crumbling walls and dust, when it is in fact from a previous age or even older. Spirits scratching at the edges of the veil have scared away the vermin that would have chewed through the beams and the plants whose snaking tendrils would have reclaimed the stones for the forest. It is the recommendation of the committee that all university-sanctioned historical expeditions include a mage for consultation upon such matters. Only in this way can we avoid the embarrassing missteps of our forebears and bring Orlais the true knowledge it deserves. So from the University of Orlais Historical Committee to Empress Celine asking for her support. Requested tabled after the start of the Mage Rebellion. So they put this forth and then the Mage Rebellion kicked off. So some areas end up being preserved through time because the spirits take an interest in it. That's interesting. Alright, let's do a save. Let's bust this thing open. Oh, there's a wraith.
I slept. To find him in dreaming.
But the blood, she's gone.
What the hell?
Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again, one more time, but she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
Yeah. So, are you that other person that was mentioned? That was Aaron or something that was mentioned previously? Then there was someone whose name started with O, right?
You or she wanted to reach Ameridan again. We're also trying to find him. Ameridan? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon. The dragon? Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
Right. Oh, he was on a mission.
This wasn't just a hunt. Inquisitor Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken. Yes. A secret. Drawn by the dragon. Talana. I didn't want to, but where Ameridan goes, I go. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
Right, so Ameridan was not banished or exiled. He was undertaking a mission to protect Orlais from this dragon. And now this Talana, was that her name? Talana, not starting with O. So was it Haron or something and Talana that were like his longtime chums? Were they also on the mission? And this spirit effectively was called and bound to Talana in a way, a bit like how Cole was bound to Cole. Is that what we're saying?
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore. Thank you. It was hard.
Bet it was.
She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked.
Wow, spirit took her place. Nice.
Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Okay. Ooh, there we go. Talana was his lover. Ah, right. That's right. Because there was talks about some love interest that the Chantry didn't seem to like the sound of. So she was here and she was waiting for Ameridan to come back. And he didn't come back. So she eventually perished. But the spirits were drawn here and then effectively took her place to carry on the promise. This was centuries ago. We got a bow and some notes. Ancient document protected in a scroll case. Whosoever reads this message, let it be known that the bearer, Inquisitor Ameridan, commander of the Seekers of Truth, travels to the Frostback Basin on the official request of His Divine Majesty Cordulus Draken, Emperor of Orlais, upon business vital to the safety and security of this most holy empire, and that he and those who travel with him are to be afforded every service, rendered every assistance, and extended every courtesy in their efforts to protect Orlesian lives from threats both magical and mundane. Make a watch over him, Cordulus Draken the First. Ooh. So she was in Ameridan's inner circle. Oh, Talana. Oh, what the? What? Hey.
Everything all right down there?
New ability, Aegis of the Rift. The Inquisitor has gained a new ability. Use this ability to turn the veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. It can be upgraded in the Inquisitor ability tree. Cool, I will have a look at that. Wow, alright, so we know what Ameridan was up to, where he was going. Still don't know where he is. But we have some answers, at least. That's good. These hostiles down here. Need to go take the boat back, and we need to speak with Kenrick. These are indeed hostiles. More damn Hakkonites. Oh, there's... No, get the spellcaster. Oh, there we go. Knock him down. Don't let him cast. Oh, meanwhile... Alright, hang on. Oh, I can't do it in combat. Because we just got an ability to shield stuff from missiles and stuff. Should have done that before. Hang on. Can we load? How long ago is this? Yeah, let's load back. Put a point in there and let's use it because we're about to be shot at from 1,000,000 missiles. So what's going on though? Not sure. So next we need to report our findings back to Kenrick so we can still piece together where Ameridan may be, his body or something may be. Aegis of the Rift. You turn the veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. Sounds great. I have no points to spend. That's fine. What we will do... Chuck it on... Put on slot number 8. Let's give it a go against all these dickheads down here. Spellcaster dude.
There! For all Anders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her hold for Hakkon's glory!
Put a shield down, yes! No missile shootings for you. We shall use our new cool ability to protect. Although most of my party sits outside of it. Silly buggers. And it's gone. Alright, let's get back into the fray. I need like a dashy ability, that's what I need. Oh, I got frozen. Rude. Fade walk, there we go. Where's the next one? That one, knock him down. And this big fella, where are you going? Oh, did you get yanked or did you try and charge? Either way, you went straight through me because I cloaked. Cool. We can plant a flag over here. Let's go do that before we leave. Researching time to find Quizzy Boy. To find ye oldie ancient Quizzy Boy. Find out where he went. What'd he do? Did he win? Is this dragon that they're speaking about the dragon that we have to fight? Yeah, the fudge. Here's a place to put this flag. Is it going to be up on this thing up here? The way we climb the rocks. Oh, there it is. Fine. Ooh, what is that over there? There is something around there. Oh, there's loot down here to collect too. Yoink. Don't know how much we're going to use of our cotton. Don't know how good it is as a crafting material, but there was something around the other side there. Hopefully it's not just a shitty herb. Come on, get up there. We got places to be. Or something. Through the rocks there. What is that? Looks like a pile of gold. Or a sloppy mess of something. What is it? Loot murderer's gold. And that is a big old pile of gold. How much? 268. 260. Oh, that got some attention. Oh, that's a tough despair demon. Oh dear. These are... It's the first time we've fought something higher than our level in a long time. Time to bust out the big magics. Come on, suck on that. Yes. Oh, that worked a treat. Maybe I should read this note that's here. Let's read the scroll here. Ballad of the Murderer's Gold. In darkest of winter, from fullest of winter, we fled with a lifetime of wealth in the hold. The ship's hull was breaching, with no hope of reaching a shore for to live with our murderer's gold. But then came the island, the safety of dry land. We struggled to shore to recover our breath. But spirits surrounded us all, had us hounded, and charged us with carrying coin bought with death. The captain, they shouted, had cruelly clouted a servant who died at the treasury door. He soon grew no older, but slipped on a boulder and shattered his skull, and was wealthy no more. The first mate had wrangled escape and had strangled the kindly old guard, for he raised an alarm. He slipped in the rigging while through the wreck digging, and choked to death, cursing that he had done harm. The lady was bathing, her last look was scathing, as I held her down for the key she did hold. If my fate be drowning, let spirits be frowning, I'll sit on dry land with my murderer's gold. Cool poem, but that was also not easy to read. That is a pile of gold. I'm certain it's more than, like, you know, 1,000 gold here. We should be picking up more and more, but anyway, we've got it. It was a trap, or it was cursed gold, perhaps. Never mind, we survived the curse and the trap. Now, let's take the boat back, speak with Professor Kenrick, see what he thinks about what we have just learned. So many poems to read tonight. Some of them very difficult to read. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too hard. Hopefully I didn't make anyone's ears bleed. Alright, let's row the boat back.
Yes, but I don't mind hearing it twice.
If I catch that cold-cursed beast again, I'll...
Injure the other shoulder.
Probably. But you'll bring broth, won't you, Einar?
Always.
Always. Cool, alright. Where is he? Back here at the camp. That's first camp. Fast travel. Let's do it. Henrik, have I got some news for you. We know what Ameridan was up to. We know why he disappeared. We don't know where he is or what happened on his quest, but we know why he's back here. We know why he set off in the first place. Secret mission. Orlais. Sir.
May I help you, Inquisitor?
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Drosty's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said.
Yeah. Yes.
The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
Mm-hmm. Because we got the orders, we've got proof.
When I helped the Avar at Stonebear Hold, we learned that the Jaws of Hakkon once bound their god's soul to a beast. According to the spirits, the dragon Ameridan faced was powerful and accompanied by hostile Avar.
You believe they could be one and the same?
Could be.
That would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar god dragon could have endangered the Olesian Empire had Ameridan not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
Yes, indeed.
How bad would it be if the contemporary Jaws of Hakkon bound their god to a dragon again?
With Orlais still recovering from the Civil War and the Mage Templar conflict, not to mention the remaining demon rifts and Corypheus himself, a high dragon given malice and magic by an Avar god spirit could, hypothetically, destroy much of Orlais.
It sounds epic.
I hope that was hypothetically.
So confused. It's possible that Ameridan succeeded last time, but there's another dragon being talked about now, potentially, if they do it again, or maybe they're going to try and reawaken the dragon. I don't know. Don't know yet.
You're not concerned about the literal existence of an Avar god?
Not particularly. If the Jaws of Hakkon once bound their god to a dragon, it is likely just a powerful spirit. That isn't to downplay the important cultural significance to the Avar, but magic does not equate godhood. Every blight comes from the old gods, which are also dragons corrupted by some outside influence. Sometimes I wonder if we really know what we mean by gods.
Right, your battery's about to die. No worries, we're almost done.
History forgot about an attack by a giant magic dragon. If you want something done right, the spirits said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hakkonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, it's living on the edge, 1% battery. Alright, what's our next step?
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, someplace with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
Didn't sound great out loud, not particularly inspiring.
I'll speak with you later.
Alrighty. We have more answers. So, Ameridan was here on a secret mission. I don't know why they kept it secret. To slay a dragon, a magically imbued dragon. Likely a dragon that was imbued with the spirit of this god, in quotes, Hakkon. There's not a god, but a powerful spirit. And so the Jaws of Hakkon are likely trying to do it again, which is also why they had the bear, the Stonehold bear, that they were going to either sacrifice or... I don't think they were going to bind him to the bear, right? They were just going to sacrifice the bear to empower him or something. So the question is the dragon still around? Did Ameridan succeed or just slow it down or something? We don't know. Is there another dragon that they're going to try and bind Hakkon to, and we need to disrupt that? That's what we'll have to see. That's what we'll have to find out. But that's it for tonight. We're done for tonight. Confused, you're going to have to be stuck in your room. You can't play on the PS4. Oh, no. You'll just have to watch more game recordings and streams and stuff. So, tomorrow night. Next session is tomorrow night. We'll pick up this story again. We'll find out if we can get some more clues about Ameridan and his mission and where he is now. We'll see if there's other little interesting side quests and integrations along the way. I don't know. We'll find out as we traverse north. Bright made it to the end. Success. Yes. I believe in you, iPad. We knew you could do it. We knew it. But yes, we are done for tonight. We're a little bit over time, but thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you everyone for coming along. I really appreciate it. And Frosty, you'll be late tomorrow. Silly work demands your time. Oh, it's so rude. Work is so rude getting in the way like that. But no worries. Fair enough. We still look forward to seeing you come on. For anyone who is new, I'll put a link in the channel. Visit us on Patreon, visit our Discord, come along and say hi. We've got some awesome channels on there for arts and craft, cute and adorable pet pics, lore and headcanon exploration, general chit chat, and of course memes, lols, and occasional giveaways. So please come along for that. Confused? So glad you're able to stick around for the whole stream. Sucks that part of the reason you're having to stick around and watch streams is because you're trapped in your room because you're sick with COVID for the second time. So that sucks. Hopefully you get better soon. Hopefully you bounce back rapidly because you've been through 2 different variants now, right? So you must be getting better at fighting off all the coronavirus variants. Alrighty, big shout out and thank you to our patrons, the likes of Frosty, Vito, Pungeon Master, and Zazelmet. Really appreciate your sponsorship. It really inspires everything that I'm doing and everything I hope to continue doing into the future. But that is going to be enough talking from me. This has been Nerdedness. I've been Shade. You have all been awesome, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow night and see what happens next.
Into the dark.